And I hear my colleagues talk frequently about small business, and I've had a lot of forums, small business in Maryland. And I must tell you, yes, small businesses are concerned about whether they can afford the cost of their employees and health benefits. They are concerned about it. That's a legitimate issue. But let's talk about what is the circumstances without the passage of the Affordable Care Act. Well, they're on their own. They don't have large markets. They have to pay more than large companies have to pay. They don't have a lot of options. Well, under the exchanges, under Maryland Health Connection, they'll get different opportunities that they didn't have before, more affordable coverage that they didn't have before. There's credits available to help them pay for their health insurance. And Mr. President, if you have less than 50 employees, there's not a single new mandate in this law for a small business. So this is good news for small companies. That's gone if the resolution that passed the House were to become law, and Mr. President, it's not going to become law. And my Republican colleagues know it's not going to become law. So I think it's important to point that out. So what happens if we don't get to an agreement by Monday night? And that's possible. That's possible. We're going to send back a resolution, continuing resolution to the House. We don't know whether they're going to accept it or not. What happens? Well, I can tell you this. I represent the state of Maryland. I represent a lot of federal workers. And I tell you something. They've been through furloughs. They've been through pay freezes. They have been put to the test. They've been asked to do a lot more work with less workers. We have less per capita workers than we've had in modern times on a per capita basis of federal workers. They've been asked to do more with less. They've already contributed greatly to reducing the deficit. And once again, come Tuesday morning, they're going to be asked, in some cases, to show up for work, not knowing whether they'll get paid or not. In other cases, to stay home, not getting paid, trying to figure out again how they're going to pay their bills. They got rent payments and mortgage payments and food payments. And guess what? That's going to have a major impact on our economy. Make no mistake about it. It will hurt our economy. We've been through this. We've seen this movie before. It hurts our economy. It hurts our country. This is a self-inflicted crisis. This is totally avoidable. And if that happens, yeah, and people will be terribly inconvenienced. You ask the 10,000 people a day that would like to enroll in Medicare, and there's no one there to enroll them in Medicare, what they're going to do. You ask the person who needs a passport and can't get a passport, what are they going to do? I could go through a whole host of things. In 1995 and 96, I think it was estimated 9 million people who had planned to go to national parks didn't go to national parks. I mean, I just, this cumulative effect. Why are we doing this? To advance our agenda? No, it's not going to pass. Why aren't we using regular order? This is costly. It's costly to our economy. It's costly to American families. And it's causing a slowdown in the recovery of our economy.